Hello, people of the YouTube. We are playing a sweet America Color deck in celebration of America Day. Here is the deck. It is a Thing in the Ice Pyromancer Ascension deck. We have played it once before. It's sweet. And we're just waiting for our match to begin. Alright, and here's our first match. Let's get going. We have a thing. We have some spells to flip our thing. I think this is good. We want to keep our cantrips up here so that we can use them to flip our thing in the ice after we play it. Whereas if we run it out now, we're spewing a bit of value. Probably some Death and Taxes style deck. That can be a little bit of an issue for us. Cards like Flicker Wisp especially are difficult when a lot of our strategy involves flipping either Thing in the Ice or Pyromancer Ascension. But they are weak to our primary plan of just running out a bunch of removal, so we should be alright here. Do not need another one of these. Note, we don't want to opt here because we want to ideally hold our second spell for Pyromancer Ascension. Flooded Strand is great, gives us some white mana. And so, in a creature matchup like this, what's really important is figuring out when you're going to try to flip your thing in the ice. Because, our opponent is playing white mana, they probably have access to Path to Exile, so we really want to try to get value off the trigger. Also, I should have done this on my turn. It's not a huge deal because I can just come over here, but I don't want to do it while they can flash in a Leonin Arbiter in response. So since we drew Hallowed Fountain, I think we can just grab an island here. Run out this Ascension. I don't think we're gonna need to path this turn, but we'll leave it up just in case they try to do something sneaky with a some like Ghost Quarter shenanigans. I think removal is pretty good here. Yeah, it's fine. They might kill our Hallowed Fountain, but I think they would have already done that. Or they'll do it now. Because they're doing it now... I think we just fire this upstairs. It's a little awkward that they can just flash the Finks in, but I think we just want to get our Woken Horror flipped, start beating in there. If they go to Path It, that means we get the White Source back. If they don't go to Path It, we have 7-8, which is also pretty good. That's going to turn on our Ascension, which is obviously strong. Again, I don't think we need more Thing in the Ice.
Why do you stream in the third person?
You just do. I don't know.
You should say why. It sounds weird. Oh, Aurora.
This is obviously the perfect time to crack Rising Canopy. And we're gonna run out another Boyo. Okay. That is a Brimaz, modern staple. Brimaz, King of Oreskos. That is weirdly good against our deck. I think it probably came a little too early to matter, but definitely scary. I think here we try to get this other Pyromancer Ascension online as well. I think we're a very heavy favorite in this game, so I just want to make sure that even if our opponent, they're packing it up. It's a little too much value for them. Anger of the Gods, obviously great in this matchup, kills all of their threats, allows us to generate some card advantage. Bedlam Reveler, one of the main ways they're going to be interacting with us is through cards like Rest in Peace. And when our opponent is trying to do that, I like Bedlam Reveler a lot less. For that same reason, I think it is worthwhile boarding in some number of Wear Tear. And when I do that, I usually like to board out some number of Faithless Looting, because when you have all of these cards that act as, singular pieces of interaction, you don't want to have cards like Faithless Looting in your deck that end up being card disadvantage, because then you trade 1 for 1, but your opponent, maybe they have a Thalia or some other mopey bear type creature, and they're able to beat you down with that. So this is what I want to do. I could see based on whatever I see post board, these Wear Tears might end up not being necessary, and I might go back to Faithless Looting. But in my experience, these decks very often play cards such as Rest in Peace, and that card is a pretty huge issue for us when Pyromancer Ascension is such a core part of our plan. This hand's fine. Does not have a threat, but in matchups like this, having a threat isn't as important as having a lot of interaction. Specifically, our opponent cannot... Specifically, our opponent cannot lock us out with Cat Jesus. What's his name? Leonin Arbiter. So that's obviously good. If this was some other one drop, like maybe a 3-bit Inspector, I'd probably try to pick it up with Anger of the Gods, but I want to make sure that I'm able to get my necessary cards in the yard in order to start flipping my Thing in the Ice. So I can't cast my cantrips while there is a Dry Militant in place, so it's important to get rid of that. Thalia, obviously a pain for this deck. We have a lot of keep cheap cantrips, but it's not too huge. This is actually great for us. Normally a card like Flicker Wisp is a really big problem for this deck, but if he's just running it out, I can pick it up with this Anger of the Gods, not super worried. As long as my opponent doesn't do something weird, like cast Thought-Knot Seer, I think we should be in a pretty good shape. I don't expect them to have that card, but you never know what your opponent can be doing. Second Flicker Wisp. I guess he's just going to grab the... Okay. So here... Here it's a little bit interesting as to what I do. I think I want to Helix something. So I will do this. I guess I can't Helix anything if I do that. So we will do it this way. So I could save 3 points of life by bolting this Flicker Wisp. I don't think that's necessary here. I think going down to 9, I still feel pretty safe. If our opponent has a third Flicker Wisp, that's going to be a bit obnoxious. That doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah, so now I'm getting punished for my plays here. I think we're fine though. So I can go Bolt the Leonin Arbiter. Then next turn I can path a Flicker Wisp. I want the path end of my yard, so I'll path it now. Yeah, so definitely missequence bit on that last turn. There wasn't a reason to go for the Manamorphose if I wasn't planning on Helixing. Sup, man? How's it going? Obviously, we block here. Okay, I think in this position, I just want to start going upstairs. My opponent's going to run out some creatures next turn. I'm going to anger those away. This is perfectly fine for me. That seems really loose. I feel like he probably wants to flip my Awoken Horror back down, but maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so anger. Get in there. We did it. We defeated Hate Bears, which is good, because when you lose to Hate Bears, you're required to delete the deck list. Yeah, the Anger of the Gods. So that matchup can be rough if they have a well-timed Flicker Wisp, or if they get Vial running. I've had matchups come up where they're able to put down a good amount of pressure early, like they did in that last game, and then when they have Vial, they're able to put down pressure after you flip your Thing of the Ice on the same turn, which can be pretty rough for you. But if you just have a bunch of removal, it's not too bad. League is already going better than the last time I played this deck, which is good, because that League was pretty sad. I don't think I know who this Davius is. Playing Magic. Oh no. Nothing good ever. Oh, that's actually fine. Okay, so slightly punished for not holding a bolt there. That's all right. Do not have a ton of sideboard for this matchup. I think last time I played it, I just boarded in these Wear Tears. Not exactly sure though. Alright, so if we hit a land here, we're in a pretty good spot. We can go Thing in the Ice. Yeah. I mean, I also do that, but I am fostering the best atmosphere. Okay, Stirrings is much better than the Azusa I was afraid of. Walking Ballista is pretty spooky. Oh god. Oh god. This is not good. Okay. So we can flip Thing this turn. If we flip Thing this turn, our opponent currently has access to... They can't kill us. So I think that's probably a good plan. I think we want to lead off with this Manamorphose, because if this spikes a path, we want to hold that up. But I guess that's probably not real life. Whatever. So we'll do this. Flip our dude. We want, yeah. We want a bolt here because a bolt puts lethal on the table, or on the table plus our hand. Hopefully our opponent is not able to get too much going. That's a Ballista. We can beat a Ballista. Okay. So, So, yeah, man, 7 is a big boy. I think here we want to start with Sleight of Hand. This is rough here because we don't know if we want the Hallowed Fountain to be untapped or if we want the Steam Vents to be untapped. I think I'm going to start here. Okay. Obviously just looking for a path. Got punished. But I think this is okay. So we're gonna bolt this. Our opponent is going to hit us for 3, putting us down to 19. And one thing that's nice is the amulet deck can usually only deal 18 damage on the turn it goes off. It turns the prime time into 8 power and double strikes it, so I guess that's slightly more. And we have them dead from hand right now. So we are going to try to do that. They might have Pact. Okay. This is still probably fine because now I have to pay for the Pact on their turn, so that's going to eat up 5 of their mana, which means it's unlikely that they are able to kill us. Then we have 2, probably 4 mana if they're able to play a bounce land here. Could be an Azusa. Yep. That's a good one. Because now they get to now they get to make another blocker. Alright, so they're out of cards. I think we'll start with this. Serum Visions digs us deeper. So that's a Helix, but I think we want that. I think Helix is good enough. So we'll go bottom top here. I don't think we even need to attack here. Yeah, alright. So going to the sideboard. I think Reveler is some nonsense. The games are not going to get that grindy. I think we want some amount of interaction for their stuff. So maybe like this. Yeah, the mentor is great against control decks or anything that's trying to really grind you out, especially against Path to Exile based control decks. So they have to path you a thing in the ice, which then ramps you, which then gives you 1 some mana. You play out your mentor. They go to kill the mentor. You respond with a flurry of spells. You don't have some tokens. Those tokens can usually finish the job from there. Thank you, Matthew. I agree the deck is great. I plan on streaming it a lot. Okay, so this seems fine. This worries me a little bit. Maybe we'll just take the coward split because I'm a coward. I think in general this matchup is fairly good for us. They're not super fast, and the fact that they don't actually kill us the turn they go off means that we can often go off around them. Yeah, Matthew, you should check out my YouTube channel. We played Bedlam Mardu 2 days ago maybe, and I posted the VOD of that up there. We ended up going 3-2 on stream, and then I finished off with a 5-0 off stream, and the game's pretty great. This hand, Hand kind of doesn't do anything, but if it draws anything, we have double Manamorphose, so I think I'm going to keep it. Would like to kill that, but it's not in the cards. I don't have that set up. The YouTube is just youtube.com/BobandCheese. Just same as my Twitch. I assume we need MTG bot for that, and I have not set that up, which I probably should. We'll get this. Try to dig deeper for an important threat. Matthew, I have no idea what Marty Bedlam Super Friends looks like. I'll be completely honest. Okay. So we're obviously here just digging for a threat. I think if they're already going to get the first trigger off Tribe Scout, it's not usually worth bolting it because they're just going to... Like, they already have the 4 lands. The likelihood they need to play an extra land drop on follow-up turns is not particularly high. And I think it's more important that I make sure that I can stick either a Thing in the Ice or a Pyromancer Ascension next turn, which is not looking great. Oh, okay. I've played against a similar list to that. It's a bit bigger, gives you a bit more game and fair matchups. All right, they have some bouncy lands. Probably gonna pop this West back into his hand. No. All right. This is not going great for us. All right. There we go. Put this guy on top. Do I need to looting now? I don't think I do. I know he has a Boros Garrison in hand. It's not super scary. Next turn, I can go thing. Next turn, I think I do want to go for the looting. Yeah. Because I want to have the land. Because if I have land, I can flip Thing in the Ice the turn I play it next turn, or I could just not do that. I think with that we'll go... We'll go like this. Yeah, this is not good for us. Yep, bog. That's the other reason we take out the Bedlams in this matchup. Bajuk Bog is a rude dude. Interesting. I don't think we want to flip this turn. I think we want to flip the turn we're able to start beating down. And I don't think we want... I think here we want either another bolt or just more interaction. Play Boros Garrison. Put Slayer Stronghold into the hand. Seems weird to me, but okay, I guess. Okay. So we know he has Slayer Stronghold in hand. Oh. So now I can floop this in. Get double strike. That's 12. Yeah, so I guess... So this is going to deal 12, which means I have to block it. What this also means is that if I'm able to draw a path, my opponent doesn't actually even just these two bolts, right? These two bolts are going to be able to clear the prime time on my turn. So I'm actually not in the worst spot. I know he has Bog, and another land doesn't really do anything here. So yeah, this actually isn't the worst, especially since we can flip this Ascension here. We'll go red-white in case we spike a path. We did not. Always yes, always yield. There's the path, but that's okay. So our opponent can hit us for 7 this next turn. I guess they can't. Yeah. So they can go double strike this. So that's hit me for 6. That's unfortunate. All right, we will keep battling. Gonna make him pop one of these at least. He can double strike this guy, or he cannot. I think we want to hold that. Try to dovetail it into something good. I think this was a slight misplay. I think you actually want to give power to this plant thing so that if I have removal, you want me to be killing the plant. Kind of marginal, but, you know, played all your percentages. Yep. Rurik Thar. So we need a Helix to not die. That is not a Helix, so we do in fact die. Alright. Based on what they have going on, I think this is less important than this. I think maybe even see these as just another threat over the wear tears. I think we'll do it this way though. Alright, this hand's much better. Obviously we have a turn 2 threat, which is where we want to be in this matchup. And I think the other reason that the wear tears are good is because when our opponent is trying to cast EE in the early turns, it's important for us to have interaction for that EE. And I think wear tear does that. So I think having 2 of those is probably better than a couple of the other options. Our opponent is mulling to 5. So that's obviously good. Again, we're going to save our interaction or our cantrip until we have this thing in the ice. Usually I like to do that as long as I'm sure I'm going to be hitting land drops. I guess I call this more combo matchups. So in aggressive matchups, I want to be digging for removal as often as possible. But in these more combo focused matchups, I just want to make sure that I'm able to flip my thing in the ice when I want to, and I want to have the most information about what I'm digging for when I start playing my cantrips. Because at this point, I know lands aren't particularly good because I already have 3, which is about how many this deck wants, but I'm not really sure about anything else. I don't think I need to hold up the path this turn, but I will cast this looting. Yeah, we just second white source versus some basic islands. I think we can just keep the basic here. Obviously the goal with the first opt was to find a what do you call it? A Manamorphose to flip our thing in the ice faster, but beggars cannot be choosers. I think our opponent's playing an EE. I think they're struggling to play this EE. It's possible EE is too complicated for them. Sure. Do want that. There's a chance I'll draw a Faithless Looting and I want to... Actually, a chance I just want a Faithless Looting that turn. Yeah, Faithless Looting that turn actually was probably correct, but that's alright. We can looting now. Sweet. So we have a Pyromancer Ascension, which means I want this stuff. Our opponent is probably going to have to play and crack this E. They're probably playing it this turn. That's what I'm assuming. I'm assuming they didn't play it last turn. Yeah, because they don't want me to blow it up. Makes sense. They're probably going to pop it now. Okay. So this is very good for us. I will run this out. So if our opponent plays, I'm probably going to path this thing. It's a little bit weird to path a Sakura Tribe Scout, but I think what's important in this matchup is flipping the Pyromancer Ascension, and pathing here gives us the best opportunity to do that because it gets us a trigger on our Ascension. And then obviously we want to bolt here in order to get this next bolt online. Okay. So now our Ascension's online, which is great, which means Manamorphose is +2 mana and +2 cards. So we're going to lead off with that. And in general, you just want to make a mix of red and white mana. I'm not worried about dying here. So, and by red and white mana, I mean red and blue mana. I have. So our hand sucks. So we're gonna pay for that. I have like $500 in Magic Online or something like that, and I am able to play basically everything I want just with that money, because you can just switch out decks and you don't lose very much money when you're switching. So that's how I do it. I know there are other people who do it differently, who really like mana traders and stuff, but I have not found that to be particularly necessary. I do not remember the last time I put money into Magic Online. Okay. All right, so unless our opponent can deal 17 here, which would be pretty impressive, I think the only way they can do it is like, it'd be like Amulet, maybe like double Amulet. Yeah, this I don't think is going to do it. Unless there is... It might be close to... Let me see. So, if I go over to MTG Goldfish... Decks, metagame... Go to Modern... Yeah, I think they're super dead. they're getting their best shot, but they're not doing anything. So this deck is 490 Magic Online bucks, or 470 Magic Online bucks. I currently have this built as well as this deck. Obviously, this year a lot of the same cards, so it's probably closer to maybe 600 or 700 Magic Online bucks. But that's just how much I've had since I started playing Magic Online again, really, which was a very long time ago. You're one of Jeff's subs, so you also can get the discount from his sponsor, which is like 10% or something when you're first buying in, and they have good prices. So that's what I do. I could also see the mana traders being a good option if you wanted to stream if you want to play a whole bunch of different decks. But for me personally, I often only do part of a league, and that's not a possibility when you're renting through a service like that. Okay, so they're dead. Yeah, for me, it ended up being, it was fine financially, but I just didn't play as many of my leagues in one sitting. Now that I'm getting into streaming, I might try picking it up because I'll have more desire to I'll have more desire to play more different decks. Yeah, I think Amulet Titan, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it. I actually think it's kind of sweet, because you get to play this like cool tutor game with your Primeval Titan, but I don't think it is particularly powerful. Yeah, it seriously starts to grind. I didn't realize till I started streaming, but like you you get to the end of the league when you're talking the whole time, and it definitely goes on. Yeah, work definitely gets in the way. I am in the process of finalizing they're in the process of finishing up my letter of hire for my new job. So I had a bunch of extra time that I had previously been spending job searching, and I built a desktop because they're gonna let me work from home, but I needed a workstation at home to do that. So I figured, I like Magic. Want to get better. Thank you. Pretty excited about the new job. So when that starts in like 3 weeks, I might have less time to stream. I'm not sure how much I'll have to be doing after hours, but for now we're doing this. Playing a sweet deck. I'm not sucking. Last time I played this deck, it just did not go well for me. So I'm glad this league's doing a bit better. Yeah, so this is KCI. It is currently Burgle and Mai's favorite deck by a pretty large margin. I just got the last piece of it in paper. I did not own Manamorphose, so I just got those in paper. Pretty excited. Probably going to try to play this in SCG Baltimore in a month or two. I'm not exactly sure when that is, but going to be giving it a shot. Yep. Yeah, Kiln Fiend is definitely also very powerful deck. I think here we want to Faithless Looting actually and try to hit a land. So that, I guess this kind of has text. Probably just like get rid of these. Ascension. Ascension makes me wish I had kept one of these Faithless Lootings in my hand. But I think we'll keep it anyway. And draw into it with this Opt. So now next turn, I probably want to go Manamorphose into Ascension. Yeah, so the reason I want the Ascension here is because I figure they probably have. Oh, well, maybe I'm just dead. Maybe I'm just dead. So I want Alpine Moon in my board for this deck at some point, but until that happens, it might be worth putting in some Stony Silences to show up this matchup, although my reservation about those is that they're the same CMC as Pyromancer Ascension and Thing in the Ice, so this deck already plays EE, and we might be just walking more into that. Mirror Retriever. I'm not sure when this is a lock. This feels like a lock. Just, you're right, I'm stupid. You definitely cannot poppy Wistonian play, so that's probably still worth it. Okay, so we definitely want these things. And we definitely don't want these things. All of these things. And I think we also want these things. And we'll just trim on looting. Look, man, streaming is hard, all right? I think we're going to do it like this. I think my goal in this matchup, actually, is just to try to surgical the KCI. Look, man, he thought I knew what I was talking about. I mean, he was wrong, but I do appreciate that people assume that since I have recording software that I know how to play Magic. Yeah. Alright, so here's the plan. We're going to negate their KCI, surgical it, and then win the game. If that does not work, there isn't really a plan B, so we're gonna hope the plan A works. I guess like some amount of this could be a plan B, but I like that Wear Terror can get both the Pingy enchantment plus whatever artifact I need it to get. That's fine. I guess I could also surgical this. That'd be kind of funny. Look, man, if I wanted to not draw my sideboard cards, I wouldn't have put them in my deck. But I wanted to draw them, so I put them in here. They're going to be great. That was a weak Ancient Stirrings. I'm not sure what made that the right choice, but does not seem like he made a strong play there. A show of strength. Get like a second white source here. Oh, right, they have creatures. Yeah, I guess that'll become the plan. I think we can beat creatures. Like, hopefully. But now that I'm saying that, we'll probably just die in a really embarrassing way. So, like, this thing, probably going to kill me. That's okay. I don't think I want a surgical spell bomb. I think I either want a surgical KCI or I want to surgical, or I want a surgical trawler, like Steph is saying. / prototype. I don't think I want to surgical this guy. I think if he beats me down in 18 turns, you know, sometimes they just want it more. We have another land. Think. I think this is fine. Like, because I have 2 Wear Tears, so I can just blow this up on my turn. So we'll just get rid of that right now. Yeah, I think holding this negate for the actual KCI is very important. I think I'm also representing the KCI super hard, so I'd be pretty surprised if he actually went for it. So this is, this is one of those situations where maybe I overboarded, right? Because if some number of these were Faithless Looting, that'd be pretty good here. Are we just going for it? Is he just the man? All right. Sure. I think I do just kill this. If I kill it, he gets back defense grid, which is unfortunate, but I think that's okay. Now, at this point, we're like 90% to surgical this, but there's no reason to not just wait till I draw step. This doesn't cost any mana, and bam, got rewarded. Yeah, we'll do this. Surgical, scrap trawler. Nice guttural response. Okay, so we got rid of those. We have grid, EE, response, opal. So yeah, because they have an opal in their hand. All right, opponent is sufficiently off it. I would, so if they had gone for the E, I would have negated it. I would have expected them to go for the defense grid prior to the E, which means I would have been able to shatter the E once they played it out. Yeah, so this configuration won that game, so it's probably objectively correct. I'm going to get some water. I'll be right back. Why do you make your hair all cute?
Because I wanted to see what it would look like.
Alright, well, my kingdom is burning, but that's okay. This hand kind of sucks, so we're gonna not keep it. If this Sacred Foundry was a blue source, there's a good chance I would, but is not a blue source. So. Is this end even better? I don't think so. We got this. I believe in us. See, you just gotta believe. If you can believe, then you can achieve. Yeah, I think so. I felt like because we had a scry plus like any cantrip, I'd probably keep on top there. So I felt like it was fine. Wellspring is good. The fact that Wellspring is a 2-drop, so they also get the Wellspring to die when they E our stuff, is kind of unfortunate. our stuff. Do they have Mox Opal? That was risking it for the biscuit. I think we're gonna blow that up. I guess we do this first because we might hit an EE and be able to flip our thing, or not an EE, but what do you call it? Manamorphose. We didn't though, so we're just gonna blow that up. All right, I'm ready to die to KCI. There we go. All right. It was a Spirebluff, so it was a tapped land, so I don't think so. If it was an untapped land, I think I would have kept it. But tapped land doesn't really do anything here. Like, we're already going to be able to... Oh. Okay. Alright, so we're probably dead here. But if by some crazy situation we're not dead, then we can maybe win. Because now they can go tutor up a scrap trawler. I'm trying to not die. If I had a scrap trawler, I could not die. Or if I had a surgical, I could not die. But I think I'm just gonna die. He's got 18 minutes. I don't think he's gonna run out of time before he kills me. But I think there is a reasonable chance that he is not able to kill me. Like, he doesn't have that many draws. He has a good amount, but yeah. So yeah, scrap trawler. Yeah, man, this is game 3. 7 minutes out of 17 minutes. He's going to kill me and still have 10 minutes to look at me while I die. Alright, so this is the quality of life F6. It is the most important of all the F6s. In paper, you can demonstrate a loop. And demonstrating a loop makes it go a lot faster. But you cannot demonstrate loops on Magic Online. Yeah, so because in paper, if by slow down you mean stop him from killing us, then I still don't have him dead on the next turn, so I don't think it's worth. He's just gonna like I don't know. Maybe I should have bolted the trawler. Yeah, it is possible that was right. I kind of just wanted to F6 my turn. So it's definitely possible I should have like bolted this in a situation I don't even know. But the thing is, if I kill Trawler, he plays like Mox Opal. Yeah. Well, I mean I could have value F6'd anyway, right? Because I could have bolted the Trawler. And then one. What's he doing? He's getting back Ichor Wellspring. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, so I definitely think I screwed this up, actually. Because I could have made sure his Trawler stayed dead. And now I'm going to pay the price. And that is an advantage you get when you're playing a deck like Casey, right? Is your opponent doesn't really know what you're doing. I'm gonna wait for him to draw the thingy. Maybe I'm not. Nah, I don't think I am. Wait, that feels like a sign of weakness. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just like a 0 mana cycle get back a thing. Yeah. Okay. GG's. So yeah, I think you guys are right. I think I definitely messed that up, which is unfortunate. 2-1 in this league. Hopefully we can finish out strong. This hand sucks. Yeah, for sure, man. The VODs will be up on YouTube in the next day or two. I have not the best internet, which makes uploading them take a bit of time, but they will all eventually be up there. All right, this hand's okay. So, whereas before, I was pretty aggressively not casting my cantrips because I wanted to flip Thing in the Ice, with Pyromancer Ascension, I want to find duplicate cantrips as often as possible. So, later, Just Steph. I don't know how Jeff does these under an hour leagues. I feel like every league I've done is just super long and involved. Our opponent is thinking thoughts. All right. I think against whatever it is our opponent's doing, it is of value to us to get this Pyromancer's Ascension out underneath counter magic. So I played against Steam Vent Spreading Seas yesterday, and they were on like a Blue Moon strategy. It's possible, yeah. So maybe I should have gone and gotten an island with one of these. That probably would have been good. We will get rid of these. Play out this. It's weird though, because like getting the island meant I couldn't have cast this Pyromancer's Ascension, because that's not how that works. But I think we'll be okay. We have 4 Manamorphose in this deck. We have this Faithless Looting. Our opponent is casting Is It Charm. Our opponent strangely does not want a Spreading Sea Zest. I cannot imagine why that is. Alright. Always yield. Always yes. So if we draw land here, we can flash this back and flip these things over, and then hopefully burn them out with burn spells. If they have like Through the Breach in here, we're like probably super dead, but we will see. All right, auto bottom, that is good. Mismatched ops, that is disgusting. There's a chance I'm dead. Am I dead? Am I dead? Okay, so they have a Cryptic. Or they just want to cycle this and they don't want to give us blue mana. That could also make sense. Sure. So they're going to click us. Because we need 2 more bolts either way, I'm just going to fire these. Just going to fire one of them at the click and then 2 of them upstairs. Put this one over here. I expect us to keep all 3 of these cards because they don't do anything. This target. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, let me keep all my cards, which I was expecting, but to yield all these things again. Okay, so our goals are Manamorphoses, and mostly just Manamorphoses, or like Basic Island. I would also accept a Basic Island. Okay, that is a Manamorphose. Serum Visions is Spear Cantrip. Okay, so if our opponent does not kill us, I'm pretty sure we win the game. So hopefully they are some nice pals and do not put an Emrakul onto the stack. I guess they could also put a Through the Breach onto the stack, which would be equally bad. Okay. Dude, that's what I'm saying. I am a high level streamer. So he's gonna cryptic our guy. That's sad. That's an opt. Alright, so let's do this. This isn't going to trigger our Ascension anyway. So we'll see what we can get from here. We want at least 1 white mana and at least 1 red mana. I did not want red mana. That was not very smart. I will make this using red mana. I think they're dead here, right? Yes. So I can opt. Manamorphose is obviously great, but doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. And then I can... I guess it's slightly better to do it this way. And then this is going to deal 6. And our next bolt is going to deal 9. Nah, because we have... Because this one does extra damage. Because I get the Pyromancer Ascension to flip. Okay. Blue-red nonsense. Seems like a matchup where this stuff is good. Seems like a matchup where this stuff is bad. Yeah, if I had missed the land drop, I would have needed the Ascension to go off there. I think boarding out Summoner of Revolts is fine. Actually, maybe Mentor isn't very good. Actually, I think this might be better. I feel like they're going to have like dead bolts in their hand in this matchup. And if they're just pointing them at my mentors, I'm not super happy about that. And unlike Jeskai decks, they actually don't have a way to take our Ascension off the table without bouncing it. So I think this is good. Well, all right. It's going to be great. Can't lose. We got this. This hand cannot get Blood Moon, so that is obviously a plus. Now the question is, do I want to jam out a Helix? Or do I want to jam out a Ascension? I think the answer is no. I don't think I have any need to jam into their counter magic. Based on the way I'm playing, it kind of looks like Blood Moon will be good, so there's a decent chance they go for it this turn. We'll grab this Negate. So I'm going to grab this. I actually expect our opponent to take our Ascension here, so I'm not going to Helix quite yet. Well, I want to hold up this Negate for like a Jace. If they take the Negate, not exactly sure what I would do if they take the Negate. It means they probably have the Jace, and then I probably want the Helix to fight the Jace. opponent also seems to be confused as to the correct line of play. I took my Ascension, which I was expecting. Now my hand is poop. Alright, with this setup we can Helix twice if they are to remand it. If they go for this, I'll Helix in response to the Field of Ruin. That's unfortunate because we drew all our basics. That's fine. That's rough. That is very rough. Yep. Okay. Try jamming this here. Hey man, how's it going? I don't know how to pronounce your name. Yeah, I'm just not gonna try. Trinka Squad? Our opponent has not interacted with our Pyromancer Ascension. It's either very good, or it means they're going to kill us, which is not good. Hey man, thanks for the follow. Trenka Squad. Got it. Got it. Alright. Always yes, always yield. Yeah. That card's pretty good. Deal. I accept your bolt on my face. This might... I'm pretty sure they have Emrakul in here somewhere. And I'm pretty scared of it. Hey, love.
Hello.
Chat, this is my invisible fiance. She is real.
Hi, chat.
Yeah, we don't have a camera, so y'all can't know. She's going to watch me lose this game. It's going to be very sad. I'm talking to the people. I'm talking to the great people of chat.
You're just talking to yourself. Having a conversation with yourself. Talking about yourself in the third person.
Yes, I'm talking about myself in the third person. That is what we're doing here. I have currently 1 viewers.
One viewers.
A whole viewers.
One viewers is worthy of the third person.
Yes. Because
the royal we.
Yeah.
Because you have a viewer.
Yeah, because they are part of the team.
What if you have 0 viewers?
Well, that'd be sad.
Then do you switch from the royal we to the actual?
Nah. See, Prototype says there's more than one. There's 3 viewers. We're like a squad.
Oh, your squad.
Yeah.
And you speak for your squad with your third person plural?
Yes, exactly.
I see.
It's not that confusing. I'm glad you could figure it out.
I'm glad you think you're a we.
My average prior to this stream has been like 50, but today
you're really lame.
Today I'm basically really lame.
I've been listening to you lose, so
get out of here. This game's weird. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what's going on. I also don't remember if this is game 1, 2, or 3. She's pretty great. She'll probably she's pretty great. She will hopefully get more into it when there's a camera, because then she can be on TV.
Internet famous.
Yeah, so like I definitely am just gonna die to this. Hi, Aurora. Now I have a fiance and a cat. Yeah, see, Twitch.tv, so I'm on TV. I'm gonna die now. Yeah, alright, dead. I don't remember if that was the match. It was not the match. I clearly won game 1. I'm great. Alright. I think we boarded right. Maybe we want some number of these mentors over some number of these helixes. Let's try that. Can y'all hear the cat? She's like purring kind of loud. But I'm unsure. So look, 4 viewers. Clearly, you're popular.
I'm gonna be internet famous.
Yeah. So you need to keep being here, so we can continue to be famous. Yeah. So you can watch me lose. Exactly.
Aurora's pretty into it. Yeah.
That's basically what she does. Right. Don't have the cat be grabbing the microphone.
She's just touching it.
She is abusing the microphone. The microphone did nothing wrong.
No, Aurora.
The cat or the fiance?
The cat. The cat is into your game, man. She's watching you play.
Okay. Well, the cat is into being on my desk because she's not allowed to be there, and therefore it's the best place to be.
And she loves computers.
She also loves computers.
She's very into technology.
Yeah, she's a tech savvy cat. That is what she looks like. It's, you know.
She looks like being on your desk?
Because he asked what she looked like, and I said she likes being on my desk.
Oh. Wait, what I look like or what the cat looks like?
The cat. I think they assume you look like a human female.
Oh, the cat looks like a Siamese cat. But with a fluffy tail. Aurora loves everything. Trunka Squad.
I couldn't pronounce his name either. I don't know what this guy's doing. He doesn't have any red mana.
What a fool.
That's what I'm saying. In case you all were wondering, Tori does not in any way play Magic or have any idea what I'm talking about.
But I do know that Fantasy Siege is a fool.
Fantasy Siege?
Yeah.
Because that's my opponent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have any red mana, so clearly he doesn't know what he's doing.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Although he has more points than you.
He does. He does have more points than me. The points don't really matter, though.
I don't know. He's got 18.
He does. All right, you can go in the other room.
Yep.
All right, love you, babe.
Bye. Ow.
Back to the super serious game of Magic the Gathering I'm currently playing. We're probably just going to die to Emrakul. I think I don't want to tap out because I don't want him to go for the Emrakul because I can't beat it. He might just jam it anyway, but I'm hoping he does not. If I was my opponent, I'd think I'd have a negate here. But maybe his hand just sucked. Maybe I should have slammed. Bounce this draw. That's fine. I'm not sure if he does go for the Breach of Mind step. I know that's what you do in the all-in versions, but I think because he has his own counter magic, he's pretty incentivized to wait until he can back his Breach up with some of his own counter magic. So like if he has like Breach now, right, he can go Breach with the spell back up, which is pretty strong. We're just going to fire some stuff off now. Now he might go for the Breach. He did not. I think it is important to keep repping the Breach I don't have. Maybe I'm wrong. Nah, we're just... I don't think we're ever beating the Breach. Alright, kill me. Helix would be better than Mentor here. Yeah, we're dead. We're dead. We are dead. He has killed us. Alright. 2-2. We get to figure out if Blue-Red Thing is indeed a modern deck. The most important match going on right now. This hand's pretty good. Hopefully we can play against, like, something where these bolts are good. I feel like We started off against mono white taxes, so I guess that was a place where bolts were good. But I feel like we have not been running into what this deck wants to be fighting against. KCI number 2. Alright, so we learned important lessons about KCI last game. So what we're going to try to do is apply those lessons in this game. And by that I mean we lost the die roll, so clearly we did not learn the most important lesson. But that is okay. Alright, he has the KCI. Hopefully he bricks on a land. He did not brick on a land. How unlucky. I feel like he's digging for the Mox Opal to just put us in the ground. Or he has an engineered explosives to also put us in the ground. Yeah. Another star. Okay, so we're gonna try to dig for some stuff to flip this Pyromancer Ascension. Woof. Maybe he just never hits 4 mana. That seems like a reasonable thing that I can expect to happen. Dang, he hit 4 mana. Scrap trawler. Yeah, we're dead. Even if we're not dead this turn, we're not in a position to win if we untap. So, all right, board, same way we did last time. See how it goes. See how it goes. Those of y'all just tuning in, we are 2-2 playing for the all-important treasure chest here with our America-themed deck, Thing in the Ice and Pyromancer Ascension. It's going to be great. We're going to beat KCI. Scourge of the format. Unbeatable KCI. It's going to be great. I'm ready. My body is ready. Also, if we die, I'm probably going to buy some Stony Silences to make possibly replacing these surgicals in the board. I'm not exactly sure, but I think that might be somewhere I want to be. This hand, I think we can do better than this hand. This hand I think is slightly better, not a lot better. I think it's slightly better. I think the last hand was just too heavy on threats and not heavy enough on either our sideboard cards or cards that drew cards. Want that. Top. Don't think I need more bolts here. think we do want land drops here. I don't think we need third bolt. I think we'll just let this happen. There's the KCI. Okay, 2 negates. And so here, what we really want is 4th land plus a interactive, or plus one of our threats. Hopefully our deck can be nice to us there. Don't think we can go for the thing in the ice here. I really want to, but I think we'll just die. So they'll have 8 mana plus 2 draws. So that's probably too much to overcome. Alright, so this means he probably doesn't have Guttural Response plus KCI, which is obviously good, because we would lose to that. Land? Not a land. But possibly a future land. Don't think. I think I actually want both of these. With my reasoning here being, I have a whole lot of interactions, but I want a backup threat so I don't have to blow up my... So I don't have to blow up anything in response to a... Or so that I can beat him if he plays Negate explosives. Plays the defense grid. I'm going to negate that. Yeah, I think. Might be dead. We have to negate this because if we don't, we can't negate the KCI. Mind Stone. That's a weird art for a Mind Stone. Yes.
When are we ordering food?
When are you ordering food? I don't know. When do you want to order food?
So,
You can order food whenever your heart desires to order food.
do you want a pizza?
Yeah. Okay. So we blow that up there so that they can't buy back the guy with Buried Ruin. Now we have... He has third KCI. That'd be kind of rough. So hopefully he doesn't have that one. Interesting. Interesting. I think we actually run out this. We should have tapped better. Should have tapped so that both of these bolts were able to be cast this turn. Yep. Is he drawing cards? Drawing cards is a good sign. It means he has less mana. It means he has less artifacts on board to try to go off with. Draw a card off Wellspring. Play out some more stuff. Okay. Yeah, so I wish I could have cast both bolts here in order to get him lower, but that would have involved tapping my mana better. Oh, So we're gonna do that. We're gonna cast this one, targeting this one. I will pay 2 life. I will fork this. I expect this to prompt a concession. I'll take Mirror Retriever. Okay. In his deck, he has some KCI, some Scrap Trawlers, some Guttural Responses. He has an Aetherflux Reservoir. Yeah. He definitely just can't win now. So yeah, he has no way to win the game. And because our opponent has no way to win the game, we are safe to run out our 0-4 and pass turn. I didn't check how many E's he had. Chat, was someone paying more attention to me than me and saw how many E's were in their deck? All right. Last game about to be in the books. It will determine if we get the super sweet treasure chest or if we get the sadness prize of nothing. The stakes have never been higher. I'm ready to go. Did not mean to do that. Wait a sec. Oh, I'm in the collection. I need to be in my game. Where's my game? Here's my game. Okay. This hand is good. This hand has cards that I want in my hand versus this deck. That's fine. It's possible it was right to Flooded Strand there so we don't end up putting cards we want on the top of our deck. Or you know what I mean. Okay. So the question here, the all-important question here is, do I run out the Thing in the Ice on 2? And I think the answer is yes. I think it's too... I think I'm just asking for trouble if I try to hold for forever. So... please do not kill me on turn 3, Mr. KCI man. He only has 3 cards. He played a combination of cards that I could see him keeping even if he didn't have the KCI. That's pretty important. If he had like a weird hand where he didn't have any artifacts, I'd be pretty convinced he had a KCI here. That is obviously very good for us. Because now we can... yeah, so now we get to hold up interaction while we have this Thing in the Ice. Which is pretty much exactly where we want to be. He didn't have it last turn. He drew 2 cards. There's a chance he has it this turn. I think because we can opt bolt at our end of turn, even if... our opponent does nothing, I think we are incentivized to not try to sleight of hand for a third land, even though that's what I would ideally do. If I was on the play here and I had the extra time, that's what I probably would do. So we opt first because obviously if we find a second opt, we want to cast that. We just want lands here. Okay, just going to pass again. Here it's a little bit worse because we are unable to cantrip, but we aren't able to flip the thing the eyes and hope negate regardless, so I think we still want to do this. Alright, so here's the question, right? If he has guttural response here, which we know he has in his deck, then I think I'm okay if he gutturals this. I think that's better than trying to wear it in response to him sacking some stuff. That could be wrong. I'm not entirely sure. Recycling some stuff. That's plus a mana. The real question here is, does he have the okay, this is good. This is good for us. It's good for us. Okay, what do we want to do? We want to blow up the KCI. We want to blow up the KCI, and we want to learn from our mistakes and hold up this lightning bolt. That's fine. If he sacks Mindstone to draw a card, that's also fine. So if he wants to bring back the KCI and play it, that's basically all his mana for the turn. Which means if he couldn't go off last turn, he probably also can't go off this turn. And if he doesn't go off now, I'm able to hold up Negate on the following turn. So I think we are in a decent chance to win this game, chat. I think we can do it. I think I believe in us. That is not fine. Bolt face. So now, that's the defense squid is kind of bad for us. If we draw a bolt, we get to win. We get to bolt him, helix him, and then hit him with this Awoken Horror. This negate is not doing much of anything, unfortunately. Ironwork's back in his hand. Makes sense. He wants to play around this surgical that we just drew. Okay. I think... I think this surgical can possibly win us the game. I am upset that he... Yes, you're supposed to be 0 colors. That's fine. Scrap Trawler. Alright, so he's trying to draw a card. He's trying to get back Chromatic Star. I think this is what I go for. Oh, this was stupid. This isn't gonna work. He's going to... Yeah, he's gonna... Yeah, it doesn't matter. Because he's gonna do this. He's gonna get it. Fuck. I don't know. I don't think I could have beaten this. I used to be like Hobie Bricks. He did lose one scrap trawler trigger. So Shredder, I mean, when do I cast it? I don't. I very clearly don't understand how to play this matchup. I definitely punted in the previous round as well. It doesn't matter. He'll be fine. He has plenty of time. Yeah, I get that, but he wasn't. I felt like he wasn't going to let me hit either of those targets. Like, yeah, I don't know. So now he just has infinite, right? Now I'm just dead. Yeah, because now he's gonna go. Well, he has to get... He doesn't have anything that gets him back his Retriever. Am I deterministically dead? How does he get back... Oh, he sacks the other trawler to get back there. Yeah, okay. Okay. We're dead. We're dead. We died. That was unfortunate. Definitely not the way I want to go out there. Yeah, this deck is not beginning it done. We're gonna try a different deck. We're gonna try a deck with more cryptic commands and see how this goes. So